We're back. Sorry. Why it took so long. Things began busy. Hey, Callus, how are ya? Hey, Yag. Grimy, thanks for the lurk. Little stretch. Man, busy is good. Busy is very good. It's been a little while since I got like a project. I have a project that was supposed to end in August and it got pushed to end in like January. Which is good because it might have gotten a little bit more complex. Working on that a bit. Man, estimates. The whole feast and famine thing for freelance description. So much more than just like money. Also like, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, I need to hang up my hat, can't be a contractor anymore. And then the next day it's just like, well, I have 5 contracts. This is going to take forever. But we working through it. So how is everyone today? How's everyone else doing? Callus, what are you up to? Still looking through mice? And Yag, what are you doing? Anything cool? I need as much distractions as possible. I may have gotten the water hike done. Maybe. Sorry. It only took a couple hours. Yesterday I kind of described what I wanted it to do, and today I actually scrapped what I had and did it. Because I had a little bit of time between stream start, which, yeah, I guess I didn't because I was late, sorry. And the end of the other thing I had to do. Oh, I'm printing out a lot of pieces. So this is like water, where there is water, how much water. This is like ocean height. This is river height. This is them mixed together. Then we have I don't remember what this one is. Sorry. Looks like river height, water height. So, oh, this could be world height. Then this is water height. Which I have no idea how this is gonna go. It's legit. I don't know. This is gonna be higher. This is gonna be a wall of water. So it's not perfect. I'll have to fix that. And then I think this is the biome map. Boop. So same heat. This is our new water. I think looks pretty good. With like wet coasts and like some dry coasts. Well, I guess this is the moisture. This is where we have water. This is where we have moisture. This is the all of them together. Hopefully we have some biomes. We'll find out. Slowly thinking about ways to complicate otherwise simple structures. Guess you have to open another project. Yeah. I find multitasking is a practice of accurately remembering what you were doing when you left off. There is no actual way to do 2 things. You can just switch quickly. That's what I think, especially as a programmer, where I can actually do, 5 things, and none of them consecutive frames, and it still is perceived as being continual. So, like, who cares? Just write good notes. Thing to make a DSL for your game. What is a DSL? Why am I blank? DSL. Is this something I should know? Domain-specific language. Oh. I've done that a couple times. If we're talking about the same things. Making like a managed language, interpreted language. Yeah, Monster Shoot Show is completely scripted. Like you can read and rewrite the script as a user if you wanted to. I find they're fun up to 75% of the way through the project, and then the last 25% is a bit of like regret. Man, should have done this differently. But yeah, after doing it like maybe 3 times, I'm reducing that. Much smaller regret periods. Actually, by now I don't know if it's the language. By now I think the problem's more how I'm parsing something. I could just like parse better. Okay, this is a little weird. But I like that we have a difference between like ocean height and water. We just have to bring the ocean height down a wee bit. That's why I want to completely blur the world height. And I feel like a completely blurred world height will probably bring everything to a nice medium. It's so expensive. It'd be nice to have little scripts like that to describe some game scenarios, like campaign mode. That does sound cool. See, my first one, I tried to go like flag based, sort of, and that was messy because that was looking for like paired couplets, and then I kept going with paired couplets on my second language, but I decided to go with like almost like a function call, so it would have the function name for what you want to parse, and then named paired arguments with comma separation inside. And my only regret there is that it's a pain in the butt to put JSON in that. So I end up having to put names that point to lists of JSON. That's my regret and baggage there. Largely. It's also a monolithic parse function. But yeah, I could refactor that. It's not a huge. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I've almost always been kind of against setting everything up in scene, unless it's a really quick project. Usually want to have something programmatic, scriptable, easily like loadable, I guess. That sounds cool. Do you have any like patterns that you use for your ESL? Because I bet I bet you used DSLs in the past. You're only thinking about it? Well, that's good, because you know it's a huge undertaking. And by huge undertaking, I mean it starts simple. It's really easy. You can just implement it and just, but then it ends up getting huge. And you're like, oh, but I could just have everything really exposed. And then all of a sudden your whole project has been split wide open. Okay, so we should look at the map. We should see. Also worried about actually picking spots correctly, but we'll get to that. I think I might be more interested in getting water height right. Like people would be more judgmental of water walls. You know, they are cool, aren't they? Oh, it'd be really nifty to make like. I always kind of imagined having a world with a like a magic badlands, like a huge battle goes off and the entire land is wasted and like random wild magic and it's just like giant magic things. I don't know. May not look as good. We could have it way wavier. We could have it animated. Right in craters. That might also be a major pain in the ass, as this has already been a bit of a pain in the butt. Man, I want to do art on stream. I feel like art is easier to tackle. Do we just lower? I don't know if this is ocean, this river. Do we just print more? Let's make more worlds. Where's my voice today? All right, I'm going to simplify. Let's try this. We just take down the, I guess that's river height. Let's keep that for now. I want to hit oceans. That's going to Okay, here's ocean. This is water. We're going to end up using this, I think. But right now, I guess this is ocean height. Notes. And then I'll unhard code it. Instead of that, let's try 0.3. I do think we might need to be I don't know. Yeah, if we're making it uniform, wait. I had another theory. Let's try it out. This is not 0.3. This could be continent-ocean ratio. I guess the question is, it was 0.5. This set to 0.5. Because I need it to change. But if it like had something that we can already use, not far off, 1.5. That's not. Okay, no, we need a completely different ocean height. So, try the 0.3. Go. I mean, the shades. How could I ever get rid of that emote? It's growing on me too much. So funny. I was thinking about getting like really doing utilitarian things. And I did not end up doing utilitarian. Or it ended up being utilitarian like different ways. It's just a good, suggestive, eye-related emote. Okay, let's try it. Draw less maps. I want to draw more of the world. It'd be cool to see a river. I'm not sure if we're really seeing a river. We have to get our honing, like injection point finding. We have to debug that soon. Oh, I fixed something earlier. And I wonder if it affected stuff. I feel like this might be picking. Same selection. They should be very different. This actually has the point picked here. You don't have any marker. It's fine. Fine. The one with the marker is probably the start point. I wonder if like here. Mm-hmm. Did I not even check the ocean height? Oops. So Catless, what are you looking at for our next project? Okay, ocean height. Okay, still above the floor of the ocean. Okay, yeah, that's a decent continental shelf transition. Kinda cool. Kinda good. So I do want to get to a river, but that might mean just needing to debug the injection point. Um, good. Okay. This is trying to get points within a threshold. Are we actually looking for? Not yet. Suggestions? Well, what are you in the mood for? Would you want to do like modern, sci-fi, fantasy? Do you want to go like game? Do you want to go modeling? Because, yeah, I mean, I can suggest things, but it's useless if I'm not even in the ballpark of what you feel like you might want. Okay, so what you might be able to complete, what do you project your time frame to work on it is? Felt like you were maybe like 75% of the way done with the car? That was a quick project. So the rigging of it probably would have taken a bit of time. Or gone much quicker than you'd expect. Never know. Hmm. Like, you could go off the Starfield hype, or you could go in the opposite direction. You could make another character in the style of your kobolds that fits in the world of your kobold. Car modeling was just preliminary to do things in Unity. Got ya. Okay. I mean, you could just rig up what you have in Unity, and that might bolster you again to go back and do the car. I actually wanted to do. That's just varnished, and it's gone. So yeah, we don't have to jump completely away. It's the cool thing about game development. You can usually work on the same project, just a completely different part of it. That's why I'm never. Okay, this third position, hot. It's not. Also looking for no water, dry, and dry. Super dry. Driest thing I can find in a hot area. Okay, that's interesting. That actually yield. Clearly not going there. It could be translating back into a world map position. that, that being perfect is not a hill I would die on. So do you have enough car to start in Unity? Seems like you had a bunch of the bit. Excited. Especially if you use physics the correct way instead of, you just using it janky. Cool to see it done. For instance, I don't usually touch mass. Not a thing. And so like Revere's project, uh so cool. All of his physics is, I think, just Unity stuff. It's just like it has a mass and you had an impulse, and then I forget how he did. How he did zones. There were zones that would affect each other. I'm not sure if he redid physics altogether when that came in. I have a feeling it was just like keeping track of different things and then like slurping being like a consistent. I should poke him about it. Maybe at a time where maybe I'll have one thing in like weird fix. I have a height threshold. Okay, have that for. What if we don't have a height threshold? What if we don't care where we are? Anywhere in a desert. The closest thing to. Hmm. Project. Let's get to the next stage of this. Okay, well that's kind of cool. There's a nice little fall off. But yeah, neither of these seem to be deserts. And I do believe that first start here, where's the main camera? This is the desert, but it is my dad. Okay, so we got the hot parts. This looks inverted. Looks inverted. But I don't know how this always feels like it starts at the same chunk. With this like harsh shelf and then the gradient. Right? We're in the same place. That's going to be a translation issue. We'll have to deal with that separately. Here. And that's the okay, that makes so there's two for the start because we grab a map. This is supposed to be another point that we pick, right? Don't know what that is. Hide that. This is another injection. That could be. A dry section. Zombie, hey, how are you? What are you up to today? I think I have my ocean height and my water height working. So I need to get my like point picking thing working. And what if it even is kind of? Today's gonna be a weird day. We're inspecting things. Hope you're well. I guess I'm open to distraction. I got a lot done today, so no worries. All good here. Just finished your ice cream. Ooh, what type? Love ice cream. I actually just got Freeze Pops today. I love Freezy Pops. I have a Freezy Pop addiction right now, and I went without, and I'm proud of myself for dealing with that withdrawal. But man, 5 or 6 a night. Here we go. Got a new bag. Cherry and lemon and chocolate and vanilla. Classic? That classic? That's a lot. And you're mixing the chocolate and the vanilla with two fruits? Like, that's bold and daring. I love that. I don't know if I would do that exactly. There was a cherry that I missed in my life. And just chopped up cherries, just mixed in as you would chocolate chips, but just vanilla and cherry. So good. You weren't mixing? Misunderstood your order and gave you 4 cups instead of 1? Nice, nice. I got my Kickstarter weird planter thing, a Tiva planter. And I didn't realize it. I got 2. Now I have 2 Tiva planters. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I don't want to kill another plant. Show? Okay, I'm back. I've been convinced. Wait, do I have a talking head? Ew. Man, do I not love this talking head. It is also... Wait, let's check camera angle. Can we get... This is gonna be tricky. Transitioning and the... Hey, are you ready? You prepared? Well packaged. And then it comes with get this, and there's like a base, a top, and a middle. Here's the pot. And it has all of the little like indentations. Good enough, right? And yeah. And like a base that it fits into, very well engineered. Little top, little gallery in there. That's my new pot. I have 2 of those. And the idea is you smear seeds on the side, almost like a chia pet, and then you water it from the inside. You fill it like a cup, and it will like bleed water through all the holes. And it's really good for doing mosses and ferns and stuff. I'm sorry. All right, we're going back. This is uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So you can do lots of stuff. Wait, all right. If I showed the pot, I should show the site because it's probably better than just seeing a dumb pot with nothing in it. So let's see. You can grow all sorts of different things. I haven't fully committed, but I like the really bushy ones. It would be cool to have just a little indoor bush. Oh, look at that. I'm psyched. This looks cool. And it even does like rooty stuff, moth orchids. So down. I'm gonna watch this again. A vanilla pot for above ground growing? I don't know anything about that. See, it bleeds. It's the most metal pot. And then stop motion because they have taste. So it is reusable. But like I assume you kill the plant when you take it off? Or I don't know where I would put it when I did take it off. Where would I? It would be used to a certain lifestyle and ecosystem. I feel like that's almost inhumane. So that's not the packaging. Looks nice though. Okay, so wait, what do you Ola pot? OLLA? Interesting. Let's check images. Oh. Kinda cool. Yeah. So it does seem a lot like that. But then I guess I hope it won't make a mess inside. It has a little cup. They actually do a cutaway? Oh, I don't want to see the cutaway. I'm gonna be patient. Hover Zoom is trying. That doesn't look right? What? What doesn't look right? And which part makes your skin tingle? The fact that it like bleeds? That it just oozes? It secretes? It secrets out? Seeds sprouting on the outside? I mean, why not? Why not? Wait, hold on. You've seen a chia pet, right? Oh man, chia pets are crazy. So the idea is it's just like a clay thing that has like, you can kind of see it on the side. Yeah, on this one, you can kind of see the elephant on the side there. It has grooves in it, so it can like lay the tiny alfalfa seeds in there, and then you just water it regularly. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it kind of, I don't know. Ah, it's cool. Not gonna be. Oh man. Oh, so good. Really? This is a render. I'd believe it. Oh, it's good. Maybe I should do chia. Can't fail chia pets, can you? That's body horror? You know the Bob Ross one? They're better, depends on the plant, you guess. I mean, yeah, I want to do the fern. I want something big and leafy. Cool. But there's some that are supposed to be good at cleaning the air. That never hurts. So yeah, that's that. Um, totally wasn't expecting it. I don't even remember how long ago I backed it. Year, like easily years. Just doing biome. Scope full heat. Find the hottest place on the map. 0.99. Kind of doubt that. Oh, silly. Need them, they clutter things up. Might need them. Oh, map is fine. That one's not. Alright. Hottest place on the map. Really cool pots. Now just have to find some plants that would survive in your cave lighting. Yeah, that's actually a problem here. I feel like I have lots of windows, but not a lot of like space that gets lit. I don't know. Hard to explain. We do tend to keep it dim in the house. Mushrooms. That's a good idea. We actually did mushrooms. We did a lion's mane mushroom. That was great. I would suggest that. What you have to do is just spray water over it like once a day. They don't have to be that controlled, I don't think. And you don't, at least not that much. I don't know, I would love a controlled humidity. I feel like I don't pay attention and it gets kind of dry. And then I get kind of dry. I end up just drinking a lot of water. Okay, the water still seems inverted. But still, I mean, touched it. Do that, inject. Oh, we also didn't. Is water just blurred? I guess we're not using water through. Just the biome color? Hmm. Why does this seem inverted? Above it's true. Try inverting to. Second one. It's weird. I can kind of get to change. You had a money tree once, it thrived on abuse. Doesn't that sound like a money tree? Lion's mane would be neat. That needs something like a humid cellar. We had it actually in a mediumly lit place. We just made sure that we watered it like every day. So we got a kit. So it like came with a block of spored dirt, yes, fertilized dirt, in a plastic bag, pretty tight and pretty moist already, and you would just cut a hole in the bag and then spray around it every day, and it would grow out of the bag, so it would still have the bag as its like main moisture source, but then you would make sure that it wouldn't dry out from the top down by spraying it every day. And then not too much because you don't want it to mold or whatever. So like a spritz. It was pretty good. Automate the grow box? Actually, that could be cool. But at that point, it's also like, yeah, just make sure that it sprays every day. And I almost feel like it does want light, because light is going to help deter the molds, I think. Spray once a day, a week later. Oh. So we put it in a place that we, like, next to the food. So, like, when we went to get breakfast, we'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, spray the thing. Yeah, for me, taking care of anything is about like integrating it into my already ingrained patterns. Yeah, spray once a day, and like because it wasn't a plant, it didn't need direct sunlight. You shouldn't have it in direct sunlight, so you could just put it like wherever you want, wherever it was cool for you to like watch it grow every day. And man, it can grow fast. We got fascinated. The instructions said to like cut it off once the teeth get long. That's what the hairs are called, or the fingers, I guess, are called teeth. So once the teeth get long enough, you're supposed to cut it and then patch the hole and flip it over and cut the bag again. And then it's supposed to sprout again. And the second one went okay, but it didn't sprout as large as the first time. We assume we just did too long on the first one, and you're supposed to be able to flip it over again. But yeah, the second one didn't grow really great, so we didn't end up doing that. So we got like one big mushroom that's like, I don't know. I don't remember how much it weighed. The wife might. And then we got one about half that size. Seems good. We made pakora out of it. It's actually really good. Kind of a crab taste. Like the sea-shelled animal. Or sorry, millennial speak. Carb. Carb. Snappy, snappy carb boy. Okay. For some reason it's like backwards. I can take it. It also seems like it's one. Might be going out a little bit further than I want. Let's see if we can get it tighter. I want this switched inside. Probably of inject. Switch this to yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, that should be okay. Think, maybe. And then we'll see if it works tighter. The 0.99. I mean, it should. I don't see why I wouldn't. Unless the heat bands. I don't know. Not spaced out enough. But they're quantized, damn it. Better be. Okay, so I'm glad we found the mushroom project. I feel like that's going to be effective. Probably quick, right? How long does it take to make an Arduino that's just... Oh, you're going to need multiple moisture sensors, especially if the spray comes from one angle, right? You're going to make sure that it's getting moist enough in one place and that it's not too moist in another. And then you need enough height above it that you're spraying up. You never want to spray it. If you spray it, it will turn brown. You need to spray the area. Maybe like 2, 3 moistures, depending on the shape of your thing. You could do 4, but that could be overboard. Maybe you wouldn't spray at all, but just use an ultrasonic humidifier. Okay, but then you also need like an alarm to make sure that you refill. I guess both solutions would do that. 'Cause yeah, imagine you just run out of water in the system. And that's what foils the whole thing. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. Um, That means you need a box big enough for the mushroom thing and the ultrasonic humidifier while it's like a closed environment. Otherwise, the humidifier would go on forever. And then you're changing your environment too. And I wonder how much airflow it should have. I assume the air shouldn't be too stagnant. I don't know. Maybe mushrooms are fine with that. Cave air is usually stagnant. Oh, wait. Okay, I think what I originally did. Same biome. Find the opposite. Or far enough away. Okay. It has a threshold, so it would fall off not exactly on top. Okay, try that. Interesting. And then we have to figure out why the map draws this. So I'm pretty sure it should be different. I wonder how mushrooms have gone. I don't eat mushrooms much. I wonder if they might be like the untapped market. Inflation exploited. I feel like I know a ton of people that grow mushrooms. Oh, I can't say it's zero. I know a person or two. I think we're cutting water out exactly. This one's all thanks, even though I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be replaced. That's just a face pop moment. And that's a continent. And these might be islands made up by like ocean's way more interesting than the last map. I'll tell you that much. To figure out why drawn such. Shroom tank is slowly gathering hype. Oh no. At least we don't have big Shruma yet. You can get mushroom-based packaging materials now. Well, so long to that idea. Oh well, mushrooms are cool. Literally mushroom-packaging.com. Okay. Okay, I'm clicking. See what this is. Oh. Huh? It's kind of cool. A weird foam, isn't it? It's very weird. Seven days to grow. So wait, they grow it in place. Something told me that they were like cutting it up and pushing it together. That's so interesting. So then it just degrades? Is it like spore free? Are they sure that there's no one that's gonna have a reaction? Cool. Wonder, I've like never seen it before. I love this. So good. So wait, is there a starter then? It looks like, is it gonna be heavy? No, it's gonna be a foam. It's gonna be like a foam starter, like a, what is that planting foam? Maybe it's called planting foam. Or maybe like flower arranging foam, you know what I mean? And the mushroom takes over. What it feels like. Oh man, I want some mushroom packaging now. Have you ever received any of this? You know, it's weird to be like, oh, who's using it? Let me go buy a product so I could experience some packaging materials. So I won't. I won't. But, you know, the thought maybe just crossed my mind. You've seen it somewhere? I haven't received anything yourself? Okay. Well, we'll just have to keep an eye out for it. I mean, is it going to say something? Do you just recycle it like normal? So it's ocean safe. So we just throw it in the ocean. Plastic free, chemical free. But it's water. How is it ocean safe and water resistant at the same time? Can you explain that to me? Doesn't ocean safe mean that it's gonna break down in water? Otherwise, you're just adding more clutter to the ocean? Home compostable. Okay, that's cool. That is the way. Is it ocean safe because it's home compostable? I feel like that's questionable. Because some people don't compost, so how do you get rid of it efficiently? Oops, lost it. It's mycelium? You're sure something eats it? Yeah, that's true. But like, what's at the base? What did it grow out of? Because again, the little growing animation does have a starter in there. What is this? Is that foam completely biodegraded by the mushroom? I'm intrigued. Oh, it's hemp and mycelium. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's not really, maybe, very human edible. I guess we have hemp milk. I wouldn't want to eat hemp. Just gonna put that out there. Which is good, more for the mushrooms. Is there something about how much water it takes to make? That's always an interesting metric that I feel like people leave out. Because now you're hitting up the hemp industry for starters, and then you're doing mushrooms, which I'm sure need an amount of water. Probably not the worst. It's cool. It seems cool. Usually eat the fruiting bodies. Mycelium stay in the ground. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. The yeah, the spore parts are what comes up when we eat. But still, the mycelium is still like in the dirt. I guess this is just in hemp. All right, I'm gonna stop being hung up. It's cool. Oh, the threshold. Thinking because like this just inverts this. I think I almost want something like blurred and picked at a lower value. As an option. You know, when you're placing stuff, you want to be like, I want to be around this. I want to be like outside the jungle, but not too far outside the jungle. I want to be near the river or the ocean. Oh, let's put this up to 9. Just looks like. Or starts living in it. That's true. I do find it a little weird that like we're putting too much crap in the oceans and therefore the reefs are getting destroyed. So let's put more crap in the oceans to restore the reefs. I mean, I guess it's working, but again, just humorous. Let's fight problem with problem. Won't be too long before we're wearing all that stuff, you know? If fast fashion was also absorbing carbon, I'm sure it would be much less of a problem. Okay, so that didn't actually get any tighter, I don't think. Hmm. We have our mid one. Right, that's supposed to be the opposite. Doesn't right. I guess it's the closest furthest away from red. I guess maybe more is in there, but why is green like opposite? Kind of makes sense. And then I still don't know who you are. Ignore it. Okay, we could put a point. Even though our paint pixel's totally scuffed. I know that. I'll fix it someday. Lazy now. And maybe we just put this in the inject. Uh, this the slime pet? It's in a wristwatch type thing. And powers a little clock. Wait, what? I need to see this. I want a slime friend. I don't want a slime friend. How did they ruin this? Why does this look like a stupid medical device? Like, really? You could have made this so much cooler. I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And we could do something better than this, right? Big head can conquer? Yeah, right? Yeah, I agree. I don't even mind that it takes up a lot. Just like, it's too early. It's too early. This is like 3D printed, and this is just like, I don't know, off the shelf, whatever the heck. It just needed a cool shell over the whole thing. You print the top to be sleeker and more like, I don't know, aerodynamic. Round it out a little bit. And then the screen. Can we make the screen a little bit bigger? I don't need an Apple-like thing, but just, you know, give it some louvres or fins or vents or something. Oh, but that's cool. How much electricity does it give? I assume it's actually pretty low output. That's why the screen's tiny. Oh, wait, I didn't. Okay. Felt more like a bi-directional relationship because they had to care for it. I mean, it's a little bit parasocial because it's not going to learn about you. You know, it's a bi-directional relationship. Like you have a bi-directional relationship with like an ant farm. Like the ants depend on you, and you watch the ants. I mean, I guess it gives you a function, but the function's not. That's not a relationship. Functions are not relationships. After reading the article again, you don't think it generates power? Okay, wait a second. It does say powered by slime mold. So is this just clickbait? They then tested how this living device affected its wearer's attitude towards technology, changing the usual one-way service into a mutually beneficial partnership. Weird. Weird. This doesn't feel like it is slime powered. This does feel like a lot of clickbait. Because the watch just like checks to see if the organism is healthy. So it's not powered, it is crippled by the death of this organism. I just like that is actually disturbing and not like, I don't know, I feel like it's actually the opposite of what it's supposed to be. Only works when the organism is healthy. Like contraction cuts the connection when it's malnourished. I mean, yeah, so it kind of makes sense, but like, it's actually not powered by it. It's maybe enabled by it, but there has to be another power source, right? Most living things are conductive. Most living things are conductive. I am conductive. I remember the circuitry class taught at the summer camp. Oh, it's kind of interesting. At the summer camp, would have things about like, you know, you can use your finger across two low power wires to make a connection. You can like touch them to graphite if you like draw on a piece of paper. Like the paper doesn't conduct, but the graphite on it conducts. So many things that conduct. But again, this is actually like cruel. Like I don't think scientists should be doing this. And it's like, I don't know. It's literally just to measure empathy for a creature that can die in front of your eyes. I don't know. I think they should make something that like when it's growing, it is providing pressure on something that creates energy when pressure is applied. Like, you know, they could actually do something instead of this cruelty. They could actually make something usable, but no. If that's the same slime you've seen, it's a very nice documentary about it. Actually, wouldn't die. But they're still conditioning humans based off of seeing what we respond to as a negative reaction in a thing. You know what I mean? This is like when you go to high school and they give you the egg that you have to take care of like it's a baby, and you have to make sure after a week that the egg doesn't break. You know what I mean? But now, instead of an egg which wasn't fertilized and, you know, who cares if it breaks except for the janitor who has to clean it, you see a thing die. Like, it's just disturbing to me. We went from something like an okay experiment to something that's like borderline really screwed up scientists doing something that I think might be morally wrong. Even the psychological torture of putting people through the dependency on this, because it's also a crappy piece of technology. Right? Why should I have a dependence on this really poorly put together piece of tech just because you decided to put a like horrible fail point in it? I don't know. It can hibernate forever pretty much. That's cool. That is cool. They can solve mazes. So we could actually be having them even guide towards dynamic circuitry. And we're not doing that. Or optimized routing. Well, yeah, but then if we can change what the optimal routing is by changing like point A and point, I don't know. It does occur to me that it would be like a feedback loop where you would need some sort of signal or stimulus to incur the change in circuitry, but you do have kind of like a dynamic circuitry changing ability. A circuit driving a circuit that can change itself. More about humans and slimes? Let's make it about the slimes. One of the first creatures I glommed onto in Dungeons and Dragons was a yellow ochre slime, which supposedly was made by a scientist who was doing an experiment to make himself immortal or something. And instead he turned himself into an ochre, a yellow jelly? Yellow ochre jelly? Something like that. And he may be living forever, who knows? But he can't really communicate with anybody anymore. Can't really do magic the way he used to. So I was horribly amused by that. So maybe it's about human slimes. Maybe we need more human slime. It's a great story when they first started experimenting with the slime. It broke out overnight from its jars because it was searching for food. That's pretty cool. We have a slime that's like an octopus. I can appreciate that. We got a slime-topus? No, that's not good. Forget I ever said that. I redact that. I'm sorry, you can't unhear it. I do apologize about that. We're gonna do a thing on it. Okay, so going through the comp mask. We need this. I think we do that in the. You know what? We might end up putting in. We might need like 3 maps for everything water. Like a height water map, a moisture map, and a where water is map. Maybe. And the where water is kind of a fall off, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Still planning. Still working it out. I want this, why not here? To point. Making point. That. This, we need to paint it. This is just the chosen position. Wait, why are you like this? X. That's a little bit odd. Nutrient transport is just the mechanism that makes it optimize the routing. Okay. Dude, still needs something to distribute. I don't know. What is its nutrients? Just like water with something in it? Yeah, that seems like a lot to do a thing. Too contrived. First stable release of your router firmware. Should you? Are you completely dependent on it right now? Yeah, why not? Do it. Go for it. Do they have notes? Any good notes about, what it's doing? What updates? New features? You're online with it right now. I see. Alright, if you have to leave us, then I understand. All of this needs to be divided by the map size. Positions percent. They look like percent. Okay, let's put it in, let's see what it does. I'll have to check that. I don't think we have the second point picked. Do that in can happen twice for the start point. Go for that. The release notes, but it's open source project, so it was more detailed than it needs to be. Can you YOLO it probably? It was, damn. Yeah, open source. It says stable, but you feel like you're stable, right? Okay, same point. Good. No point. Fine. Did I actually draw? Cool. We're over here. We should be very far away. Could be further. Could be a different place. Yes. Point is bunched up. I like this whole area. Okay, well, I know we're picking different points. That's at least good. I will verify more that we're picking correct points later. I think. Seems right now would be making sure that we're actually drawing anything in any way the correct location. Why is this always the same chunk every time? Pretty stable on your end for a week now. That's not bad, but the current firmware isn't compatible with VPN. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, do it. VPN's important, right? Like you're running around on the internet naked, sir. You should cover that up. But I don't know. Should check out what all those are exactly. Okay, at least pick very different points. Okay, object placement. Okay. Like numerically, that feels not too bad. 0.1 map percent being 1,000 meters away. And then the difference between, I guess, between 0 and 0.9, so 90% of the map size is 14,300 meters. I guess it can also wrap, but a little high, doesn't it? Like we're off by a portion. Sponsored by Zombie VPN. Your data will get there eventually. You mean your own one? To access your network from the outside? That's cool. Are you actually gonna make your own VPN? That is cool. Totally gatekeeping. What am I doing wrong? If we are drawing this in almost the same position, but I think the starting world chunk is gonna have a difference, right? Test and see. You had one before? So yeah, not that you'd actually leave the house to use it. Okay, that's a different number. And it does seem to correspond. Does seem to correspond. What am I doing wrong? If I can't figure it out, it might be just time to switch to something completely different. Off the rails sidetrack stream. Okay. Like how? This one. There. Yep, that is half. Okay, so that's working. Large parts of this system are working. I think we only have minor bugs. Is it because I'm an idiot? It could be because I'm an idiot. Always a possibility, right? Fake world offset. You should start position. Maybe. Oh, but we're already putting the camera at the start position. Camera's always at the same. Oh, Printing out the actual start position. We got one to the outside on a random US server when you need to access something that's not available. Nice. Any examples? What kind of US stuff do you access? Interesting, because, you know, that I just assume everything is US. I'm sure there's lots of sites that are not, but almost feels like every other country is just, you're just lumped on, right? You're just like American internet plus your own. And then you just don't visit a lot of the American. Maybe that's a backwards way. Starting world. Camera really at that position? Much of this. It's a starting one off. Try it, let's try it. Don't expect it to work better or different, but sandy test. Odd news site every now and then? Fair. You only use your VPN to gamble? Oh, that's funny. And you don't want people to know about your gamba. Oh, sad face. Gamba bad. We don't gamba. Yeah. I'm sorry. We can move on quickly. We don't need to dwell on this. YouTube videos. That's a great one. Why does YouTube have to be so restricted all the time? Like half the music you send me is just like, this is not available, but if I look up the exact title, I'll find one that is available. YouTube, come on, please. Always on the same place. Oh, that position. Try a router flash BRB, maybe. Good luck. Good luck. My hopes and prayers are with you. You barely run into restricted stuff on YouTube? That's good. I mean, I don't when I'm using my own YouTube, but like, yeah, when Zombie sends me cool music, it's also Brazil. When people from Brazil send me clips, they tend to be, I don't know, copyright restricted. Zombies in Germany. Camera 0. Oh. Start position. Offset it manually. It's always no. Offset for the world. You okay. That you kind of know. Some okay, wait. Let's start throwing wrenches. Breaks. What happens when you do stuff? You just not stream with music? Yeah, I tend to stream without. I have my own music that I'm listening to, and I assume that you're probably gonna end up listening to music or having another stream at the same time. If you have two streams that both have music, then it's a bit awkward. I used to have music, and then someone called me out for having it repeat too much, and I don't have time to put together mixes and stuff. I'm usually listening to Buckethead. Oh, also, I might have Grimy up. It's nice having just someone else talking. Oh, this is interesting. Does he still make new music? Yes. I haven't gotten to pick up an album in like a year, but yeah, he takes like a year off here and there. Pretty consistent. And if I won the lottery, I would probably be picking up like, I don't know, 20 or 30 albums. He had a little phase last year of putting out live versions of a lot of his music, which is pretty good. He has great concerts. You're about to call Crimey out for giving you crappy playlists? Yeah, that's fine. He tries, but at the same time, it's like he's not even listening to the music that he's playing for you guys. Okay, we need another start. Something random, just be different. Not even making your own music for the stream? There are some people. There's a couple DJs I know. They make music on stream and for stream. I think they make it available. Again, I don't know. I kind of got used to this format. Oh man, this song you linked. We got to the glitched part. Cool, but so distracting. Oh my god, no, 2 minutes in, that's not okay. 2:10? Oh my god, are you trying to break my eardrums? Literally getting pitches to break my tympanic membrane. We're like second class citizens, stream visits. So true. And poor Twitch chat. Poor Twitch chat. Okay, that shifted. Why is start position always 0? I kind of thought that we were pushing it and then offsetting for that push, just like nullifying everything, but nah. Okay, going completely different. Didn't some music AI generator pop up somewhere? I don't know, did it? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a new one. There was one that did like music compositions, but that was like 10 years ago. And I thought it just like pumped out continuous music. Very classical though. But yeah, I feel like some sort of hip hop rap, uh, or no, everything, right? It could just do everything. Country, it's, why would it be hard? And come inside, kind of good, kind of grating. Like, wow. That'll wake you up. So yeah, if you have a link, I'm totally interested in the music generator. Let's see what AI is doing. Is this, what is this genre that you linked? Weird. Hard style? Interesting. Okay. Is that the... That's a start. Okay, we shifted. Yeah, alright, so I have to figure out how to actually push the starter. How I want to do that. I don't know why it's not quite picking a good point. I wonder if it's the world offset. You're printing that out though, right? That's the offset. When we're drawing, we're using that offset. Actually, that's already massive. Maybe we don't want times chunk size. Is Meta open sourcing their music gen model? Nightcore. That Nightcore was like sped up versions of existing songs. Maybe this is just a song I don't recognize. And again, who knows? Maybe Nightcore has evolved a lot. Meta, so yeah, music gen model. That's kind of cool. If it's open source, you could get it, right? Not that I would ever use AI to generate content, because that's borderline evil. Hmm. So there's stories, but I'm not seeing much about it. Much hard links. Oh wait, here it is. You can download the code and write it yourself. It's kind of cool. I wonder if it's any good. It's on Hugging Face. What's it called? What's what called? The Music Gen stuff. This is what I found. Literally, Music Gen. What did I look up? Music Gen Meta Open Source, and it came up with this. And then pretty early, there's like the download the code link, right? Download the code. Yeah. AudioCraft. GitHub, Facebook, research, AudioCraft. Oh yeah, okay, go away. That later. Interesting. So it's there. It's available. And I don't want to waste my time putting it together just to see what is okay, wait, there is a clip. Hans Zimmer score for a steampunk medieval film. I don't want to be on this planet anymore, but I'm gonna listen to it anyway. And here, just horror. No, no, no. That's it. That's all I can say is no. Fixed GPU is 16 gigabytes to run. Cool. So cool. Great. And yeah, I have better things to do with a GPU when I finally get it. Like fire support. SDR brain, just because it'll make me feel better. And we're just gonna keep hard coding it so everyone can cringe. Yeah, okay. When I actually build my resolve, when I gather myself, I will actually wade into the actual problem. I think is trying to figure out where the chunk position is of the worlds from the percent of the. It's convoluted. But if there's only one convoluted part, I'll take it. Oh. Oh, Catless, you hero, you found it. Wait, what's the second one? Oh, okay. I could try it, but yeah, the one that was in the Gizmodo page was absolutely horrible. Please, can we stop with steampunk altogether? Please, please. It's the one punk that needs to kind of get buried. Nope, doesn't start. No. Do you watch Tim Bodette? From time to time. Yeah, I was watching him do what was it? His crazy steering one when he was bringing it from Unity into his custom engine, and then I peeked in not too long ago, and all of a sudden that game is about having an egg and not cracking it. Yeah, a bit. I enjoy his stream. Not in the mood for reconfiguring anyway. You know, I feel that. Man, I want to start slacking. Actually, it's kind of hot. Kind of realizing that my body temperature is kind of up there. So, maybe I have to actually adjust the AC. Coolest stuff ever. Are you using the music gen? If you can share samples, that'd be cool. Okay, alright, camera, I swear I moved you. Put this first. I don't think it should be negative, but... Oh, but the start position is the height at the world point. Okay, I actually don't want to ruin that. Some of that functions in a way that I want. So make sure that we don't. Describe your music. Can I describe it in ways that have nothing to do with music? Okay, alright. I have a description. Let's see if that works. Generate something. So you're trying. Yeah, let's just see. I'm intrigued. Okay, camera's still wrong, but kind of right. Yeah. I'm now kind of ignoring functionality. Oceans are going to be. That could be the start. Is there an error somewhere? Oh, okay, so we had an error out here. So. Be so far away. Oh my god, you're never gonna get through my game. My game's gonna be too big for anyone to complete. We already found it doesn't have a deep knowledge of genres. Like, hardcore defaults to thrash or metal rock. Why am I not completely surprised by that? And by deep knowledge of genres, are you going with anything that has core in it? Or anything in the techno family? Because I feel like anything techno industrial is just always going to be too niche. And yeah, that's what I'm going to say. And then all of the cores, they're all weird mutations. I don't even know if they're all acknowledged by everyone in the music community. Sorry to say you're very close to buying D4. Hey, if you're gonna have fun with it, you should get it. But if you're not, then you shouldn't. I'm not getting it because I don't think I would have fun. I got bored by the end of the demo. It wasn't even the end. I quit, and my wife was like, "Oh, let me try," and she got further than I did. So it's like, "Oh, well, I guess whatever." You should do it if you want. Swiss Danger, I'm trying. I don't want to be just a hater. At the same time, yeah, it's just like a better graphics on World of Warcraft. And you can't cut the people out either. Like, you're always online. I don't know if that's good or bad. I feel like the Swiss neutrality is actually usually viewed in a negative way. No offense, any Swiss people in chat, but like, yeah, your neutrality is not necessarily like glowing, glowing thing. It isn't perfect, but nothing is. That's true. I mean, get it, play it, don't spend extra money in it. The fact that you could just look at an outfit that you really enjoy and you can spend easily a quarter of the money that you spent to buy the game on something that you'll end up replacing. Or I don't know, maybe they are just skins for things, and then they're even kind of cheaper. Yeah, I don't know. You don't do cosmetics? Well, there you go. So you get it, you play it. No guarantees that it'll have replay value, but I do kind of assume that the basic game, just playing all the way through, is going to have enough content to justify the cost without replay value, I think. It generated 15 seconds of music. It's horrible. This is like drone metal. No offense to people that like drone metal. But yeah. Uh, ew. Okay. Is there a way to share? I guess I can download. I will download. Fine. Um, yeah, I don't know. So this is what I used, and I got just, I don't even know what to call it. It's like you're down the street from the loudest, most amateur whatever band, and the garage door is closed. And then they ended on having one note for 7 of the 15 seconds. Can we just throw this on the Discord? I don't want to put it in music. I really don't want to put it in music, but I might. Okay, we're gonna put that up with the prompt. You guys can. Oh, I used dark twice. Maybe that's it. Maybe dark just kills everything. But yeah, you can listen to what I heard. Right up in the general. Oh, it's so bad. Especially since your eyes don't see a difference anyway at that distance. Isn't that a thing? Yeah, totally. I mean, it only matters when you open the menu, right? But, I think it's most admirable to just have the cosmetics of what you find. It might be patchwork, but being an adventurer is not supposed to be like stylish. It's supposed to be a little bit, you know, like there's a lot of words that are just not coming to mind. Caterwampus? Yeah, patchwork's kind of the best thing. Could make a somewhat decent ambient drone. I need some like I need more frequency in instruments playing notes. And I just want like heavy distorted bass. Oh, maybe we should try that. Okay, hold on. Heavy distorted bass. What is like a medium to slow pace? 4/8 or something? I don't know. We'll just make up that I know anything about music notation. 4/8 timing, just making stuff up. Okay, we try again. We go again. Generate. With a few optimizations, wouldn't call it music. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Anyone remember that old Flash rock game in which you could make your own songs? GarageBand? The like really amateur one that everyone was using. The super amateur for pretty much babies, like very like babies still in the womb. Even you just smash a very very expensive computer against your belly. That's GarageBand, I think. All right, a little bias. I hate GarageBand. I hate that people bring up GarageBand as a professional program. Uh, no, I feel like Muscle Music is the only Flash-based music making program I ever used. Did you ever see Muscle Music? If not, you need to. I'm just gonna throw. Oh, does it still work? Vimeo. Do I trust Vimeo? I'm gonna put this in. This was amazing. The old Terry Crews. Might only be the beginning, because there's an interactive portion where you click on different muscles and you get different sounds. Punk-O-Matic, that sounds amazing. God, that video is still amazing. Simply choose the mood, genre, and the length. Our AI will generate beautiful songs for you. I don't know if I want beautiful, but we could try that. Sounds fun. Seeing Flash, so it probably won't run for you. That's fair. I definitely maybe uninstalled everything Flash because what a vulnerability. No, it runs. Maybe? Oh, it runs. It does. Oh, why is it so loud? Wait, how does it Click the things. Do the things. Play. This is great. I'm so happy. Wait, why did it stop the drums? Do they only go on for so long? Sorry, I know you can't hear this, but this is amazing for me. Everyone should go play. Oh, best procrastination I've found in a long time. Runs for you? You haven't installed Flash, right? What did they do? All those Flash updates were lies. Wait, did I do more? Oh, wait, I did. Just a musical interlude. Too good. Too good. Uh, Flash games forever awesome? I guess so. They'll just never die. Just never changing start position. This says that it's different. Hmm. It says it's changing, but is it really changing? If it's really changing, then we wouldn't be spawning in the same place all the time. Yeah, very question. More than that. I think this. I'm definitely also at the point where it's like too hot to think. How, this is just ambiently playing punk now. Flash? Flash? I reload. Yeah, reload. Okay. That's it. Figured it out. I cracked Flash. Uh, yes. Yes, I am married. 67 Fahrenheit in Cali? Hey, that sounds perfect. I have to say, the weather was my favorite part of California when I went. I was there for like 2 weeks. Went to teach a summer camp, and they had me at Stanford. Such a mixed bag. Stanford campus is really beautiful. Palo Alto really sucked. It's like a hyper Republican area. Um, and man, is it so stuck up in so many ways. Stanford's dorms absolutely suck ass, and the food. I don't know what it's like on year, but like during the gap, it's questionable. Man, just wandering around in the sun, pretty much perfect temperature until it gets dark and then it's all of a sudden freezing. Really cold in the shade. Yeah, I would go back. You love the colds? Yeah, cold's not bad. Being from Massachusetts, cold is like most of my life. Have you always been from Cali? I've always been in Massachusetts. I've traveled a bit, but never lived anywhere else. Hmm. Find out. The start position, really, the start position. I don't think I love shoveling snow. Besides that, winter's pretty decent. I don't mind having snow. Everything being covered in like white. Before it gets dirty, man. Dirty snow is gross. But very picturesque at first. But we barely had snow last year. Wonder if we'll ever have snow ever again. Hey, yeah, wait, I knew that. Brain's really not working. What is the world's offset? Mine does that seem not to. It's probably gonna be this one. 500. I'll change. Nope, snow's cancelled. Watched The Ark. I like some religious film, kinda. I'm interested. What is The Ark? Is it the... Is it a comedy based off of Noah's Ark? Oh no, it's a sci-fi. It's the sci-fi. Season 2 coming soon. Was it good? So it says stream on Peacock. That might be unavailable to me. This looks kind of cool. One and only. Let's see some production value. Please tell me that there's a giant man-eating plant. Cast. Cool. Yeah. Peacock. I don't have Peacock. You ignore a few issues, it's okay? What kind of issues does it have? Writers are particularly opposed to Newtonian physics. Really? Like, did things just like stop traveling in the middle of space and just stop dead? Or, I don't know, did things touch other things, not impart some energy on them? What's the deal? I mean, it's space, so gravity is questionable already, right? Play the thing. Stop learning maths, like algebra? I mean, that's fine. Algebra is important. Everything after that is more like a specialty. Like most people don't end up using it. So yeah, that is the world map. Why is it not functioning? Or maybe it just started. Seems like maybe it didn't like. Maybe I'm not doing it hard enough. I don't know. I don't know. We need to do another art thing soon. Like finish the Lamia. They have space is cold, and in space you float. But once airlock pressurizes, you get gravity. Oh, well, yeah, that's not quite right. They didn't mention artificial gravity for what you recall. Yeah, you know, artificial gravity does seem like one of the more difficult things to do accurately. Like, it's kind of better to hand wave it away. Otherwise, everything just needs to be in a big torus, like a big spinning donut, right? To suspend belief. Come on. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't usually care about. And then, yeah, airlock, you just kind of assume. I mean, you're kind of right. If the airlock is depressurized, it could still have whatever artificial gravity that they're generating. Linking them together, I guess, is kind of Hollywood. Like, good to have all the things kind of like connect to have one more meaningful moment. But I get you. You plan to do the point nose 90 degrees off screen, glance between fingers? Oh, that sounds good. Whatever gets the job done. It's too big. Or it's too. Zero. We're adding. This now in. It's because artificially adjusting. This. That's what I want. And them back in. The arc has spinning parts, but apparently it's not connected to gravity. Oh, yeah, okay, that does starting to add up. Except the crew quarters were there. And that makes sense, but you put the crew quarters there because it's better to have gravity while you're sleeping, right? For comfort or something? I don't know. I'm not an astronaut. But actually, I think you do secure yourself when you're sleeping in space. So, yeah, I guess having artificial gravity when you're sleeping kind of like makes it so you don't have to worry too much. But the bridge is stationary in the middle. With no gravity issues. That is problematic. Like, it shouldn't matter what you're spinning. You're not going to feel Are you? Are you gonna feel the inertia of the spinning? I feel like it would be stationary and you just get the... There's no up and down. So why would you feel anything but centrifugal force, which would feel similar to gravity? I almost feel like a good spaceship for habitation would just be like a space station. Be like a big cylinder with a nice weight in the middle and almost everything on the outer edge. You know what I mean? The radius is too small, you can feel the turning. You know, that makes sense. You don't think the writers put as much thought into this as you are? But why didn't they? They're writers. They have one job. Think about the story. I guess maybe it's not the most important aspect of the story, but maybe it is. Who knows? I tried to dig some papers of that for dimensions when you tried to make a space station model. Oh, interesting. When did you learn? Physics isn't story? So true. Yeah. I won't argue with you on that. Okay, wait a second. This is the same shape, but now because the texture is different, that legit means that we have a different biome. Like the color that this is drawing at. But the height is the same. Now I feel insane. Unless the biome thing is working, the height. Okay. Try that, see if that actually does anything. Hopefully. Learn that it's easy to make small math mistakes of 3 orders of magnitude. That's not related to the spinning radius. Yeah, once you're getting really precise with things. Wait, do you have any pictures of your space station? Did you have one? Did you actually start on that project? Also, carbon nanotubes are pretty strong. I mean, according to some people, they're indestructible. Literally, virtually indestructible. Okay, so I don't know if that was random or if that was the thing I did. Part of it's seeded, part of it isn't. Maybe I should seed more. Sounds like something that I might try and do, and then I'd be like, wait a second, doesn't Kerbal Space Program have something like this? Let me actually try Kerbal Space Program. That would be the end of the project. You know how it goes. So far away. There's only one, so it errored. Still in biome. Probably because it's happening first. This, so it's probably just too much. Let's try to divide. Just keep it smaller and smaller until it works. Or now that I kind of know that might be that. Seems that I kind of know what options are. Kerbal Space Program 2. What do you actually look like? Oh, graphics look like they got better. Wow. Those shiny helmets. Been delayed though? Is that true? Is it out yet? Okay, that's on Steam. Find out. Look at all those smoke clouds. I think they could do better. I actually think the best thing is the piping going to the launch platform. That looks great. Yeah, someday. Maybe someday I will lose my life to Kerbal. Early access. Oh no, it's mixed. Mixed reviews. That's no good. Wow, people are really upset about this. People are legit like, I recommend, please wait a year or two. I'm like, oh wow. Come back in 2 to 3 years. Holy crap. That's kind of scathing. I hope they can recover. Hope they can financially recover from this. I think that's always cool. Thanks. Oh, confused. It tried to do a world chunk. Out there. Okay. Blending came out. Never seen the blending come out that good. Something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong. Yeah, don't mind the swath. The swath is actually not well put in rail. Those are later. Get pixels can't wrap. That is a pain in the butt. Why can't you wrap? There's also a chance we're not setting size, generating the map, like pushing it in if it was the same, the old one. Oh, let's also do the same max. Please look. Need to be greater than the thing. Weird. Maybe we should clamp instead of trying to do like the wrap math. Because I don't know why. I can really mess up that wrap math, even though it seems so straightforward. Yeah. Kerbal Space Program 2 does look really good. It's so shiny. Game that doesn't play good. That's why gameplay is so much more important than graphics. Always, always, always. It's also hard to sell a good game with bad graphics, but once you sell a game with bad gameplay, you know, it's all backlash. Gameplay saves, not graphics. So I guess that's real. It's kind of expected. Graphics attract. Okay, this is taking forever. What did I do? Am I even checking the right thing? So if the max is actually the size, then it should be. Because it's not a. If this only happened faster. Iterate a little bit faster. The explosions are so good in Kerbal Space Program. See, for me, that's important. Having a game that has good failures. Because you fail more often in a game than not, right? Except for some, right? Some action games, you know, swing sword, kill enemy, shoot in head, NPC dies, right? Mech Warrior is one of those ones. You're probably gonna fail here and there, and you're gonna make sure that you like blowing up while you do it. Kerbal seems to have some real nice explosions. And then before that, you get the what are they called? The Kerbals. You get their horrified expressions. That's pretty entertaining. Okay, come on. Come on. Unity, why? I know it's probably my fault. Hmm. Okay. I ruined everything. Would like to see the actual output of my failure. Why does it feel like it somehow got stuck in? Be bigger than. Hmm. We might do art tomorrow. Just a heads up. Might switch back to doing a little bit of art. Kind of want to up that Lamia. Thinking about doing like an outfit for her. Cool, slightly tribal, slightly scavenged. The more accessories I do, the less chance the accessories actually get pushed through the pipeline. Because I only have so much energy. Why is this taking forever? Find something without an exception? Yeah, Unity's not responding. Cool, cool. Eating a lot of CPU. Not touching its memory at all. Okay, it's gone. It's out of here. Alright, BRB screen while I bring that back. Un moment. Sorry. Apologies. We'll fix it before we break it again. Gotta be the area. Wait, another BRB. Let me check my AC. Okay, we're back. Oh, my other generated music. That one's actually kind of cool. I think I went the opposite way with it though. Okay, wait, let me throw this in the Discord. This is a good one. And download this. Yeah, I kind of like that. Kinda. It needs to be slow, but it's starting to get the right thing. I'm also going to throw the music generator in case anyone wants to play with it. What I do? 8/4? Fourths timing? Get the opposite? Go slow. Do it. It's just a stylized machine gun? Yeah, but imagine it's slower. Okay, we get another one going. Yeah, but kind of what I want. I want it to be, I don't know, like some sort of like dank industrial kind of thing. Probably some instrument choice to still make it feel outdoorsy, feral. Slow stylized machine gun, exactly. You get me. Stylized gun. You know, let's drop gun. So a stylized machine. A stylized machine. Yes. I don't know. So MechWarrior had a soundtrack that was like very kind of like future metal, like less distortion, longer held notes, but not too long, not like drone. Kind of a clean sound, very poppy metal, I guess. Um, but then they had the clans that supposedly separated themselves for a while. They decided to bring them into a futuristic native people's kind of sounds. They went more with tribal drums and like rhythmic beats, and then flaring it up with different instruments and maybe more synthesized. It's kind of cool. Um, yeah, I'd almost want that with things that just give you a little outdoor chaos, maybe? I don't know. I'm not easy to work with when it comes to music. I talk feelings, like Bjork. Should even be doing this here? Should the area proposed not be doing this correctly, like giving us the. Oh, interesting. Chrome got ChatGPT to write a piece for Sonic Pi. Ah. Doesn't have Sonic Pi to test right now. I'll try it later. That sounds awesome. Intrigued. Well, Zombie, what 15-second piece of music have you generated? Interested. What are you going for? Are you going to do more Smurf techno covers? Because kind of love it. That could be a guilty pleasure for me. Gonna sit that one out. Like the whole music thing? Alright, I see how it is. Gonna keep your word blender. Okay. Put in point, get out, rectangle. I think this works for sampling everything, for getting the height. I don't want to change this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that all. I'll figure it out. I feel like we have the big things working. We just have to get some small connector. The only shame is I don't have a ton of time to actually work game stuff. All of my work is ramped up, which is good. Very good. This is either going to get fixed or not anytime soon. Patch. Maybe. Still waiting. So I flipped the time signature that I made up in the last. I want to see what that sounds like. See if we get it slower. Maybe this is how I learn music. Nope, and that one failed. Okay, I'm having some fundamental problems with this. But this right here, this line, is supposed to adjust for when the player like goes into a dungeon and comes out, and then you have like drawn the world at an offset. I don't know. I'm thinking like either that needs to come back in or we're doing all of this offsetting in place. Actually more than fair. Offset it. We want to do it afterwards. We have to do it beforehand at the right ratio. Okay, what does this sound like? Oh. Zombie. Zombie, this is it. This is it. Downloaded it. Here it is. Okay, this is the sample I'm going to give everyone. This is what it should sound like. So good. It's in general. Maybe not perfect, but again, I just typed some crap into a music generator and it pooped out something that's like, okay, I can live with that. If my music sounded like that, if I like paid someone and they gave me that, I actually don't think I'd be upset. Just tear me down for a second. Just like, you know what? Just tell me how wrong I am. Clearly I don't know music, right? There's no way that I could have just put in some words that I think might be right and gotten something out that was really close to what I imagined. I expected maybe more contrast in the highs and lows, something a bit drippier, but it works. So you're just lost in thought? Well, that's good. That's good, I think. But you know, I might have also had Bucketed playing in the background, so everything has like, we'll just call them like rose tinted glasses for the ears. Sounds pretty authentic for a cheap, dirty, sweaty rock metal bar after 14 beers at 5 a.m. I mean, that could be perfect. This is gonna be playing all the time. Always. This is the sound of the jungle. The raw, primitive, feral jungle that kobolds have to deal with every day. And that's why they make a macabre mech. Right? It all works. Keywords Chonker Dungeons. You watched a D&D movie. Quite a picture. What? Should we try that? I like what I generated already, but we can go again. Chonker Dungeons. Just that? Should we just try 2 words? I'm actually kind of intrigued. Minimalist prompt generation. This is off topic? Well, now it is topic. You watched the D&D movie and it was good. That's what you're trying to say? Worth watching? Yeah, I've heard it's funny, and if it is just funny, then I think they might have done it right. That's the most important. You're not going to get actual D&D there. But you can get, you know, I guess the one fear I would have is that, like, showing everyone how silly D&D can be might lead to a scarcity of, like, kind of like serious, darker plots. Not that it needs to be too into itself to, like, serious or what have you, but I don't know. Sometimes silly is not great. Can really get exhausting sometimes, I guess. Good is a strong word. It's not typically. I guess it is in this case. Honestly, they wasted so much effort doing it how they did. Go more into that. Because I could see them spinning their wheels, but, like, was it effective at all? Atlas, this one's going straight to you. Catless, where are you? How do I met? There you are. So the one that I like has bad in the generated title. Alright, are you ready, Catless? Here it comes, Chonker Dungeons. It's kind of good. I might put it on the main. But that one's also just for you. Okay, I'm having too much fun with this. Half the characters cast didn't belong on screen. Oh, okay, yeah, they were too extra. I could see that. Catless, Where Are You would make an awesome title for a kids show. It's true. Okay, so what do we make the show about? Who's looking for Catless? Oh, or do we do just a Scooby Doo thing without actually trying to hold to Scooby Doo at all? like at all. It could just be a mystery show. Or oh, I don't know. The other alternative would be like a Blue's Clues something. Could be okay. Actually, that could legit be enjoyable. It's like the Star Wars holiday special. No, never. Oh my god, was that horrible? But yeah, I guess that describes it. Half the characters didn't belong on screen. I think Star Wars holiday special, a majority of the characters should never have been invented. If I had hair, they would have worked in Star Wars, but not in D&D. That's bards. Sorry, I'm a little bit biased. Bards are just too extra for me most of the time. Or you try and make exceptions. Listen, there's a reason someone chose to play a bard, and that reason will always end in being way too extra. More than I can handle. Even if you feel like it's completely benign, but then there's just some meta joke. You know, like whenever you describe the D&D game, you just get to make the joke. Like that itself is even too extra. I never want to talk about the D&D game ever again. Too embarrassed. The only reason to play a bard is to annoy the other party members. I see I'm not the only one that's biased. It's a cool thing to have a support character that can have like AoE support. I like that idea. But the fact that they had to tie it to a musician, and then everything to do with like medieval musicians is it okay. Okay. They doing that right then? It was painful to watch? Okay. Maybe it's just recently. Maybe there used to be bard players that were good, but like yeah, ever since there's a point in high school where oh my god, you heard bard and you were like, okay. You say no to bard, they're just gonna be like, okay, can I be a paladin that wears Jesus sandals that can walk on water? And you're like, okay, whatever. Go with bard. They wrote in so much funny it hurt. Yeah, you know, I could totally feel that. I could feel that just from the advertising. First time you genuinely smiled was when they rolled in the dragon. That's not good. Someone said that they didn't really watch. They don't know anything about D&D. And saw the movie and they like laughed for the first 10 minutes straight. Like, okay, that means something. But if you didn't smile until wait, how far in was the dragon? Don't give spoilers if it's spoilery, but if it's like, oh yeah, you know, they casually rolled a dragon in like in the first 20 minutes. Probably not a spoiler. Probably just like a what'd you call it? Like a bonanza? Anyway. I liked the old D&D movies. Did you watch the old ones? No, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I was going to, so you haven't really spoiled anything for me. Or like, I don't feel like I'm ruined. Like, if I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna see it. I don't. Whatever. I guess that's a benefit of having like a shoddy memory. People can tell me all about things. I can still enjoy the movie. You don't want to go into it too deep? Okay, it's fair. I guess now I should actually watch it. Where would I actually watch it? Also, yeah, did you listen to Chonker Dungeons? Not what I was expecting at all. I feel like it's some real dank fairy listening. Like when you're in the Feywilds, this is what they play in. And when you hear this, you might be worried. You might You might get charmed and wind up just left in some weird part of the forest. Maybe wearing someone else's clothes. Amusing how huge the difference in screen charisma different people have. That's fair. Very real. Okay, yeah, so wait, where do I see this? I don't know if the wife would be upset to watch it. I don't think she's enthused. And I think it would be best if we watched it in a way that appreciated the value that went back to the Wizards of the Coast. Not to be a jerk, but like, I don't love Wizards of the Coast. And I'm sure there's after a certain point, like less money through streaming. Wow, I got a 4.4 out of 5. Not that I trust general audience rating summaries. 7.3 out of 10. Not bad. So you need to be on Paramount Plus. Okay, yeah. Not happening. Someday, maybe. Okay, wait. We try it again. Let's try it one more time. Make sure it's still there, and then we'll actually commit to solving the out of bounds. I think there's some things that they dragged out of D&D to like be inside jokes that people have been playing for a while, and they did it in such a way that like, great, now everyone that's never played D&D is just gonna like culture vulture. Like owl bears. Owl bears are fun. Were they put in the right context? I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I know that I heard that the druid polymorphed into it. This is from an article before the movie ever came out. But the druid like polymorphs into a owlbear, which is wrong. They shouldn't be able to do that. Then owlbears themselves, like the lore behind owlbears is so interesting. Like everyone denies making them because of the implications to have been the one to have created the magical creature. So funny. And also, yeah, they're like the thing you never want to bump into, right? I don't even know if they're the worst creature in the game, but for some reason they just always... There's no friendly way of getting around an owlbear. They're just like rageaholics. Mages, drow, fleshbenders. No one cops up to it. Anywho. Oh, and they like gelatinous cubes. Kind of feels like they tried to pull every cool, interesting tidbit from the culture and just shoved it into a tiny movie that feels cheap, right? Like, man, my 25 years of playing D&D, it might be a little bit, 22 years of playing D&D. All that just like chewed and regurgitated and vomited out into a movie that everyone's going to watch and think is... Actually, I don't know. Again, Rotten Tomatoes says 90%, so maybe people enjoy it, but to be distilled, I feel marginalized. I guess I should see it and actually see if it actually does justice to it. I almost feel the best thing about the older movies is that they were fun if you were a D&D player. They didn't represent D&D, and they were bad enough that people didn't like them unless you were looking for a D&D movie. That weird? That's the gatekeeper part of me, I guess. Like liking the things that other people won't like. A lot less work gatekeeping crap. people don't want to be around it. So actually, the English one, was it like Temple of Elemental Evil? That one actually I think was good. Represented D&D really well, much better than what was the one with the Wayans brothers and the first D&D movie. Honor Among Thieves is the new one. I don't know, the first one was also about two thieves. I enjoyed it, but it was really cringe. One of my best D&D movies was The Gamers. I don't know if I saw that. Or even, like, heard of it. There's 3. The Gamers Darkness, and The Gamers Hands of Fate. I'm intrigued. Maybe it's streamable? Full movies on YouTube. That's cool. On Amazon. Streaming? Is it too small to really be streaming anywhere? I don't know. I'll look into it later. So it is a full movie. Okay. Yeah, I could try this. And Zombie Orpheus Entertainment. Zombie, are you secretly producing D&D films? Secretly, of course. Of course, you have to say no. So that doesn't say yes or no to me. Secret. Not zombie. Zombie related? You have to say that, though. Oh, but that is cool. I'll check that out. Man, I don't love that all the streaming platforms have split so much. It was really cool in the days where Netflix was top of the hill, and everyone just gave Netflix their content so you could watch it. And now it's like I don't watch content anymore because it's gone to its individual expensive cable-like channels again. Anyway, everyone's saying this. Boring topic. Let's move on. So we replayed it. This still happens. We're still out of bounds. Oh. Set. We just need to push it in by chunk. I don't know. I don't want to play with this. Like I actually need to dig in. Should be area for pose, giving us the rectangle from the map that we should sample. And then there's something to kind of undo this so we can get back from a world position to a map. The other way, from a map position back to the world position. Both kind of working. Point. Do we also have random? So randomly kind of work? I'm desperate. I'm tired. Yeah. So did anyone see Temple of Elemental Evil? That one had lower production values because it felt like a big fan production, like a big, well-funded, very fan production from a UK studio or what have you. But man, they went hard. I guess it's just B movie, right? B, maybe C movie. Why is this so consistently found? I don't know. I need a distract. Gone off the reservation for this one. What'd I do? Concentration's gone. It's gone, I tell you. Sorry. Thinking, slowly thinking though. You say this because you want to? You say this just because you want to. Because I feel like if you weren't out of bounds, it wouldn't be a problem. You're a generated texture that I never turn read only. Moving all your projects and data from your main PC to your new NAS. That's cool. To OneDrive. What can go wrong? I mean, probably just like copy first, right? Like couldn't everything go wrong? And there not a single piece of that is guaranteed to go right? Oh yeah, right. What Catla said. Absolutely nothing. You backed up everything 2 times. Still have the feeling you'll miss or lose something. I know that feeling. Is there any getting over it? Actually, yeah, I feel like at that point I just keep looking over things and I'm just like, okay, wait, what else would I copy? What else would I copy? And then at some point I just get frustrated, like there's nothing else. I don't want any of it. Done. I'm done. If I lose anything that's not here right now, I don't care. I don't remember that it exists. And there we go. That's the strategy. So what part of that cycle are you in now? You've backed up 2 times. Seems like you're probably at that point. There will be something. There's always something in the future. Always something. But yeah, if you give it like a few hours and you can't think of anything, you keep racking your brain, and you're looking at all of the things that keep looking at all the places. Good. In the middle of deleting and rechecking if everything was copied. Oh. No, once it's copied, like that goes on the healing desk. That's a completely different task. Cleanup, bah. 71%. Really? 1 million 36,009 files. Is that left or total? Or is that copied? Just the project folder. But you also don't really use Git, right? Or do you use Git and zip backups? Because if you're just doing the zip backups, I totally get having that many files. You want to use Git to publish? Yeah, there it is. Every project that you have, how many backups do you do? I think you say you back up regularly. I can imagine a long-running project having like, I don't know, 20 versions. Imagine the stuff you didn't touch that's copied. How many of the same file you have? No shade. That's part of me is like, this is entropy, that we back up our files, and that's why we have duplicates of things that aren't white. Like Pi definitely contains all of the data that you're about to delete. Project backup folder can grow to 250 gigs or more. I don't know if I've gotten quite that high, but I can honestly say I've gotten up to like 100 gigs. And high resolution textures, especially back in the day. Oh my god. Okay, so like Substance Designer might have saved my life. I used to make the biggest Photoshop files because I wanted so many layers, because I wanted to be non-destructive. And then all the masks and everything. It's easy to get like 100 megs on an image. And I feel like Substance, I haven't checked the file size, but I'm pretty sure it's smaller by almost an order of magnitude. That does make me feel better. I might have some creatures that I like have backed up a little bit too much while I was creating them that might be, I haven't measured, but might be around like 10 gigs. Maybe if you add up all the backup. Which I probably won't delete, because I have had moments where I go back to get something out of somewhere and I realize that it was modified and that I really want an older version of it. And then I actually start digging through. And I save less often than I actually think I do. What I've learned in the past, and that's why I make a huge... Yeah, if I think something's going well, I'll end up saving without really paying attention. That can be a bad thing. Because saving is one of the most destructive things you can do. I think saving is the most destructive thing you can do. Because if you delete something, you can recover those bits. But if you write over them, they gone. You don't think so, Goob? Hey, Goob, how are you? Like, if you make a change and you save a file, and then you close the program and you open the file again, how do you get the previous one if you didn't use Git? Gone, right? You'll never get those bits back? They've been altered? I also what? I don't know, how did I get here? It's been kind of a rant. Probably gone? Exactly. So saving, it's the most destructive thing you can do. Oh, backups. It's good to have 1,000,000 backups, because once you save a file, you don't get the undo queue. But how are you, Goob? What are you up to? Anything interesting? I'm cooking. Really hot in here. Not cooking in the cool, hip way. In like the meat roast kind of way. Wanted to sleep this afternoon, but here we are. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. You know, sleep, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Do anything else productive instead of sleep? I want to go lay down. Turn the AC on. I feel like it's not doing it. Code stuff, like, we solved a thing. We poked a thing and solved a thing today. We might now be beyond what I'm... Brains shut off. You know what? In 4 minutes, we're just gonna raid Grimy. I'm gonna go over there. Let the homie show us some wonderful plaza. That way, I can hopefully stop cooking. Go look at the AC again. Honest to God, once I open the door and I leave my office, it drops at least a degree. At least one, not 2 or 3. Very refreshing. Now I progress. Going through it. Well, what if it is... Maybe this is not the right direction. But again, mine's turned off. You are going dumb here. If we need a lerp on... Didn't yell, I spelled it right. Of course. Don't wrap, that's still going to be a problem. I did something, I changed code. You've deleted VS? That's good. That is a good thing. I want to delete VS. Someone tell me about a better IDE. Like MonoDevelop. Someone tell me how easy MonoDevelop is to compile for personal use. I want to hear that. That's the ASMR I need right now. Over VS. I don't know if I've ever had anyone defend the, oh wait, what do they call them? Boards? The fact that you have to press 4 buttons for each hotkey instead of 2? Go over that. And how long it takes to start up. And the fact that every time I create a script in Unity, as soon as I've finished naming it, Visual Studios opens itself without the file, and then I have to minimize it, and I have to go back to Unity and double click the file, and then it will open Visual Studios again, and then it will pause, because why? Why does it pause? Didn't it just open because it was reloading the solution? And then shouldn't double clicking it just like, shouldn't it already have it in the solution so it just pulls up to like, what, 10 default boilerplate lines, including white space? Like, I'm over Visual Studios. I just am. Successful rant. Still an error here. Oh, it sounds like Grimey's itching to go too. Well, well, well. Gonna be race to raid? Might be. Yeah, let's go raid Grimy. It's drinks time. I like that. Yes, let's go all chill and Grimiest and watch him say that he's gonna end stream for like ever. While I actually do it. Watch me effectively do it. Grimy Badger. Thank you everyone for dropping by. I really appreciate you. I'll be here again tomorrow, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope my brain will be working tomorrow. But it might not be important. We might be doing art. There's a good chance we'll sculpt something. So thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day. There's a Discord if you want to jump in. I've been putting weird AI generated music chunks in there. You also find out when I go live, and you can post your own projects so we can ooh and ah over your glorious works. Okay, that's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.